All right, hello people. So I titled this "Don't Join in Their Bitterness." Okay, and this is I was triggered by this. The Omari Hardwick situation keeps coming up, but I was thinking about this earlier, and I was going to speak about it a different way. Because at first I was just going to talk about different black women who get on YouTube that criticize the black women who expend their options, but then they get mad at black men who gets with white women or non-black women, and they've been doing this since forever. And I was first going to talk about how not to not to even entertain those particular women when they decide to go in on black women, like one in particular, like that loves to just go in on black men who are getting divorced. It's rich black men that's getting divorced from their white wives, and these white wives are taking millions and millions of dollars in alimony or whatever, right? And at first, I was going to talk about how not to even entertain these women no more. Reason being is because they get mad and bitter at these black men who turn around and give their resources to these white women after they single mothers. More like some of them come from two parent households, but a lot of times their mothers are the ones that groom them for their success, and they turn around and give it to another woman so she can take it to her community and take it constantly take his resources, because celebrity black men make way more money than celebrity black women. They just do. They make NBA players, football players, actors, rap artists, R&B artists. Just for the most part, black male celebrities make way more than black women celebrities. They just do. Okay. And what they do is they turn around after mostly black women supported them. They probably was raised by a single mother, but then they had other black women in the community that support them. And what they do is they turn around and give their resources to somebody else and say, well, you don't own us. We don't owe you nothing. Okay. So getting back on the title about not joining them in their bitterness is that these black women see all of that, but then they turn around and get mad at black women who say they're not going to be dumb enough to sit on those sideline and keep watching these guys get successful off the backs of black women, and then turn around and say we don't owe you nothing, spit on your face, pee on you, and go to another non-black woman. There are certain black women that say we're not that dumb, okay? But then you got these angry, bitter women that want to complain about black men who date outside their race, but then turn around and complain about black women who date outside their race. They just can't make up their doggone mind. See these, and that's why I'm gonna get on the Omari Hardwick. But I was just gonna say, I was gonna talk about that at first. And I'm talking about black women. One in particular that talks about swirling going wrong every time a black woman is killed by a white man, like black women ain't not killed far more by their own than they are by a, um, a white person. Hold on a second, I have a phone ringing here. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't want that ringing while I was trying to talk. Okay, and so let me get on this Omari Hardwick situation and why I don't care what he did. The reason why I don't care what he did is because a lot of these women are aware that he is married to a non-black woman, to a white woman, right? But they turn around and continue to support these guys. I used to be, well, I'm sorry, I'm still am subscribed to a person named RWS Exposed. It's a black woman on YouTube. I don't think she's made videos lately, but she's on YouTube, and she's engaged to a black man, but she's engaged to a black man that recognized that, you know, black women need to move on with their lives. I mean, she's kind of she on the tough side. So I think she's more masculine. She has a little bit more masculine energy, you know. Um, but what I'm saying, she's an alpha. She's like an alpha female. I'm saying she's like an alpha. That's what I'm saying. Okay, and so and she gonna speak her mind. So she's made video after video after video. I remember listening to her last year. Video after video after video talking about why black men need to be disenfranchised. She said it time and time and time again why black men need to be disenfranchised for the same reasons. You turn around and support these guys, you groom these guys, you give birth to them, and then most likely single mothers raise these guys, groom these guys to be successful, to get resources and within that, and I'm gonna say that system because I'm not dealing with that system no more in the United States. But you know, um, so they groom those guys to be successful within that system. I mean, they want to talk about how single mothers raise these guys be itch made, but talk about how these single mothers, these NBA players, these actors, these doctors, these lawyers, they all come from single mothers. But you want to talk about how single mothers raised them to be effeminate. How about how they raised them to be successful? Most of those guys come from single mothers. Okay. And so what it is that RWS Exposed has just been saying what a few other black women been saying is that you groom these guys to be so successful, then you have other women in the community that support him, that want to see him do well because he's the victim of white supremacy. So everybody helps him do well. Even drug dealers. I mean, I don't care. Even drug dealer gets supported. But they want to see him do so well. And then when he does well, he spits on the black woman. He spits on the black woman. And he turns around and gives his resources to another group of women. Okay. And so she's made video after video after video about why black men need to be disenfranchised. Okay. She didn't even say certain black men. She just said black men because some people say, well, black men who are with white women. No, just most of them. They just need to be, because here's the thing. The black men who are not with white women or non-black women, they still support those guys who are. And I'm not blaming them for doing it. But see, those same guys will come after black women who decide to expand their options, but then they turn around and support men like Fear from the Advised Show, men like Omari Hardwick, men like Michael Jordan, and the list goes on. Even if they're with the black wife, they're still turning around and supporting these other guys, and then bash black women who decide to expand their options because they've been left with nothing to choose. So no, I say don't support them. Just don't support them. But that's the reason why I say don't join these ladies in their bitterness with Omari Hardwick, because they talking about some lady wanted to come take a picture, and he was just saying he's with his family, and she didn't seem to care that he was saying that he was with his family, and she still wanted a picture. I'm not even upset with Omari Hardwick. No, I'm not, and that might not be popular. I'm not upset with Omari Hardwick for what he said. I'm not upset with him. I'm not upset with him for saying that his wife stood by his side while he'd had nothing. And these black women want to get mad because they feel like they've been by this black man's side for so long and they don't get no recognition. But he recognized his white wife for being by his side. I am no longer going to care that these women get upset that they've been there, because they have witnessed this man spit in their face and pee on them and walk away and give all of their hard work to this white woman or this non-black woman. They've been told by some big YouTubers, by a lot of YouTubers, from the blogs, by people like RWS Exposed. They've been told over and over and over again to disenfranchise him. Stop grooming him to be successful, because he only takes all your hard work and give it to somebody else. But what do a lot of black women do? They don't care. I'm going to say this again, and I know it's a broken record, but Deborah Cooper, for example, has been on YouTube, just on YouTube, because she's been doing her work for a while, but just on YouTube alone, she's been on for a few years, over 5 years, I think, that she's been on YouTube, and she has 14,000 subscribers. I think she gives good relationship advice for black women in particular. I'm pretty sure it's more than 14,000 black women that watch YouTube. you know. But here you go with the Derek Jacksons. Here you go with the Mr. Londons. And I don't watch him, but I heard about him from Successful Ladies Live. And here you go with the Angel Ramirez Jordan and everybody, all these other black men who want to give these black women advice. And what do these black women do? They don't want to support the black woman who really care about them, like Deborah Cooper's and the other ones, you know. um, they help Derek Jackson's channel grow, and they contribute to his PayPal. They help Angel Ramirez channel grow, and they contribute to his PayPal. They help Mr. London's channel grow, and they contribute to his PayPal. Okay, instead of supporting another black woman who genuinely care about black women and girls and what's going on. You see what I'm talking about? That's why I don't care what Omari Hardwick do, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You gonna hate me. He ain't wrong. He's not wrong, and y'all gonna hate me for saying that. I know he ain't wrong for what he did. He's not, because black women keep foolishly, foolishly supporting people who spit on them. It's like they masochistic or something. Like they like pain. I don't know. Like they want you to stick needles in them. And if you take the needles out, they're gonna be mad that you took them. They gonna say keep sticking us with the needles. We want the needles. So no, I don't think Omari Hardwick was wrong, because black women, not all black women, but I'm talking about these black women that keep fussing over this mess, keep supporting. They ignore women like Crystalline and Brooklyn Blue, and I'm specifically speaking of women who have really voices have really gotten out there, because I know women like me talk to and we get like hundreds of views, but I'm talking about women who get thousands to hundreds of thousands of views, you know, and the Muslim Bushido who wrote so many blogs, and all these other black women, Miss Archduchess, I said RWS Exposed, and some other ones who just finally decided to not talk about it no more, because it's been black women who just said they ain't gonna talk about it no more. They tired of black women just being asleep, and then turn around and want to complain like you have not been told about this stuff. Stop supporting people who gonna spit in your face. Why do you keep supporting them? You enjoy pain and you want to complain and you want somebody else to join you in your misery. Omari Hardwick was not wrong for what he did. He's not. If he feel like he wants somebody to acknowledge his wife, then whatever. You knew this man was married to a non-black woman before you started to support him in his show called Power in his movies, and you still support this man knowing that he's married to a non-black woman. And then when you see him in public, you want to ignore his family. When he say he's with his family, you want to act like, oh, whatever, I still want a picture. No, he ain't wrong. He is not. Because I'm tired of these ladies supporting people who spit in their face and turn around and complain that they spat in their face. Okay? And real quick before I get off, another perfect example is Phil from the Advice Show. So they wait to find out that he's married to a Mexican woman with European features, right? And they want to get all up in arms over that. Why weren't they up in arms over his channel called Ratchet Video Weekly? I never subscribed to that, but you know how many black women probably subscribe to that channel called Ratchet Video Weekly? You know how many black women probably subscribe to that? Okay? Why do they want to see themselves in that light? Okay, because they feel like, oh, he's not talking about me, he's talking about those women, just like they did with gangster rap and NWA and calling women degrading names. Oh, he ain't talking about us, he's talking about those women. Okay. Now I was also done with Phil from the Advice Show. I didn't even have to know who he was married to. When I saw his hypocrisy when it came to black women dating outside their race versus black men, I saw his hypocrisy, feeling like black men had more of a right to date outside their race than black women, feeling like black women should stay. It was a lady, a young woman, I think she might be biracial, but she's brown skin, and she had a white boyfriend. I think he was a Trump supporter, and he went on this racist rant. And I think this was the year before last. I think this might have been a year before last. And he went on this racist rant about, I think about Black Lives Matter or something. I don't know. And she recorded him, and it was all over Facebook, and it just went viral. And I think Crystalline did an interview with her. Okay. And Crystalline responded to a video that Phil from the Advice Show made, talking about when he saw that white boy go on that racist rant and go off on his black girlfriend, or black biracial, I'm not sure what she is. He said that he couldn't do nothing but smile. That's what Phil from the Advice Show said. I saw that clip. He said that he couldn't do nothing but smile because black men been trying to tell black women for the longest time not to deal with no white man because white men don't treat black men good. He said that not to deal with black men because not to deal with white men because of how white men treat black men. Okay, but really they don't want you dealing with nobody because if you were a Chinese man, a Mexican man, they wouldn't like it either. So they don't want you with nobody else. Okay, but what I'm saying is I was completely, see, I wasn't hardly watching him then. You know, but after I saw that, I was done. I didn't watch nothing else about Phil from the Advice Show. Although I was pretty much done with him before then. But when I saw that, I made up my mind. Okay. And I did not have to know who he was married to. But black women seeing his hypocrisy and looking at how he support the black women, black men who date outside the race, but then want to complain about squirrelers, okay? And then have this channel called Ratchet Video Weekly, where he shows primarily black women being ratchet and acting like wild hyena hood rats. Black women still supported that. And then they turn around and just want to get angry because he's married to some, what you call it, a white Mexican, if that's what they want to call a white Mexican, you know. So, you know, I just no longer care, and that's why I titled this do not no longer join them in their bitterness. Because why does it take him being exposed to who he's married to for black women to get upset? He's been doing a lot of offensive things for a long time. As a matter of fact, when he first came on YouTube, he was bashing black women. Before Thomas Sotomayor came on, he was bashing black women. So why does it take him being exposed, being married to some white-looking woman, for black women to get upset? That's backwards. It makes no sense, and that's why I say it's time for these ladies to probably be put on ignore. Like hit the ignore button on these ladies because they make no sense. Okay, and look at what is going on now. His subscribers have grown. You know, he's getting views on his videos. Nothing has happened to him. He's not hurt. It's a lot of black women that say they're not going to stop supporting him. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't care about this Omari Hardwick situation and all these other situations that goes on when these black women decide they want to get mad because they support these black men and find out these black men are with these white women, non-black women. This has been going on for eons, and you've been seeing it. And I'm talking to the black woman that's been bitter. They've been seeing it, and they turn around and support them anyway because I just feel like these ladies, they like pain. I just feel like they like pain. And it's because they've been programmed to only that they've been programmed to feel like that's all they deserve. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to end this here, and I will talk to you soon.